active low pass filter and active high pass filter by some virtual lab experiment. Let us try some other applications, like there is a circuit lab simulation is there. If I just Google it, you can go through this. You will have the ample experiments on simulation. Here you can search active low pass filter and you will see a lot of applications into this one. Okay, so for our application, I have searched one of the experiment which is present here, whose link is you can see in the address bar, where low pass filter and high pass filter both are shown. If you can see, just I'll open it in a open in editor. So the simulation workspace will be visible. Here you can see the circuit for low pass filter. Here 1 kilohertz square wave input is given, amp is there, high pass filter is there, and lower the low pass filter is there. Same input is given to both the things and we'll observe the output. So 1 kilohertz of square wave it is given. We can change it to any other. Let us try to simulate it. So there is a time domain, DC sweep. If you just want to see the frequency response, so we can just run a run frequency domain simulation. So here directly you will get a frequency response, and you can observe that this blue is for output of high pass filter, and this you can say orange, it is for low pass filter. So you can very well observe that this is the gain versus frequency which is varying, and it is giving the constant gain up to some time, up to certain frequency, and then the gain is decreasing. And you can also cut off, you can calculate the cutoff frequency. If you see what is the maximum gain, and you can see it the 3 dB cutoff frequency, so you will get the cutoff frequency. Same is the case for high pass. With the increase in frequency, the gain is increasing. After certain time, the gain remains constant, like that one. So in this way, you can see the frequency response. Here you can export the plot image, or even you can save the image, and also whatever the readings are there, that you can save as a CSV file or Excel sheet, export plot CSV. So you can click this one and will get a CSV file which you can explore or you can manipulate in the Excel sheet by variation. Now let us see if we have seen a time domain response. So simply it would have been a sort of, you can say, the output for certain input. Let's see. For this square wave, you can see how the output is changing. So output of high pass filter and output of low pass filter. So at present, we are concerned about, you can say, the frequency response. Even if you can change the, here it is there, square is there. Let us change it to sinusoidal. Okay. And we can simulate it. Let us say I simulate the time domain. So you can observe here, if this blue is a input, this orange is a output of high pass filter, and a little gray is there of output of low pass filter. So this is for particular frequency, that is 1 kilohertz. So if we go on changing the frequency and we observe the different outputs and we calculate the gain, and if we plot in a frequency response, we'll be able to get a frequency response something like which is given by the frequency response simulation. Let's see virtual lab for active filters. So we may try low pass filter or high pass filters. I'll Google active filter. Let's say virtual lab. In virtual lab environment, we'll try to search. Now, lot of, you can say, links are there in the virtual lab. IIT Bombay is there, IIT Kharagpur is there. So as I know one of the link, I'll try for this one, which is given in the description, that you can go through. It says it is in the IIT Kharagpur to familiarize with second order active low pass filter and to measure its frequency response. So here the instruction is here. You need to connect 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 8 to 9, like that. and then we will go on performing the experiment as given here, that will connect these components and will try to give certain frequency of changing frequency, and we'll try to calculate the cutoff, you can say, frequency. Let us see. So here one need to connect 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. Then you have 10, 9, 10 to 11, 12 to 10, you can say. And again you can see instruction 14 to 17. So this you have to connect 14 to 17. Then other instruction, just you need to drag here is in instruction, you'll come to know what connection we need to do. 17 to 18, then 16 to 17, again 14 to you can connect 3 to 15, 3 to 15. Then you have 10 to 12 that you are connected, 9 to 13, 9 to 13. Then you have 14 to 17 that you already connected, 17 to 18 connected, 16, 17 is connected, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9 is there, again to the 7, 6, 7. So I'll connect 6, 7. After the connection, you need to check whether the connection is okay. So I'll just click check connection. It says right connection, start simulation. So I'll go for simulation. Very first thing we can observe here, we need to turn on this, and we'll switch it on. Let us say I just turn it on. Now my oscilloscope is showing. I'll see I'm sinusoidal. Now I'll observe the output for that. So it is showing me the output, and in channel 1 you can see the input, in channel 2 you can see the output, and with the dual you can see both. Now you can also calculate these things with the known values of resistor and capacitor, you can say calculate it. So it is showing that the quality factor, it is coming out to be 0.707 for second order low pass filter. Okay, you can see now the frequency applied is 1591 hertz. So I can say click table show. So accordingly, for 1591 frequency, if the input voltage is 3 volt, what output I am getting, and accordingly what is the gain in dB, that is calculated here. Okay, now I will just say frequency change. So I'll say frequency changer. Now it has changed to 7957. I'll say calculate. Okay, oh sorry, table show. So next, for next frequency, now it is showing the next output. Similarly gain, I'll go on changing the frequency. Now it is showing 15 kilo. I'll say table show. Then I'll change the frequency. I'll say table show. In this way, next reading will come into the table. 331 kilohertz. Now 159. I'll say table show. Next frequency. Now it has come to the initial. Okay, so I'll say my most of the readings are over. I'll just ask for plotting this. Okay, so I say plot it. Now plot, it is showing the frequency response. You can see the frequency response for various frequency, how the output I am getting. Okay, so this you can see that it is able to pass the frequencies up to this one. So we observe the frequency response, and it is showing flat for the cutoff frequency of, you can say, we have calculated as 15.915. Actually, it should have shown some frequencies above this frequency also, so that the gain would have been reduced, or we can say gain as it is a low pass filter. For the low frequencies, the gain will be there constant, and after certain frequency, that is 15.9 kilohertz, the gain would have reduced. So that we should have said this is acting as a low pass filter. Similarly, for all frequencies, you could have observed the output and input also. Now this you can say this is the channel 2, this is channel 1, and this is dual. For input, what is the output that it is showing? Okay, like for the 7957, it is saying that the output voltage is 4.72. You can see here the output is coming out to be like this one. So here you can see for the input and output. Similarly, by changing other frequencies, you can see both input and output. Now see the change. Similarly, for changing frequency, like this, it is changing. For next frequency, 15 kilohertz, you see how the you can say output has reduced. Okay, so in this way, you can do a simulation.